Yours didn't have blood.
Yeah, my husband's exactly.
Go to Burger King.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
Son meets sisters.
Oh, but the point is that he was involved in it. It just came through and made that so special. Such I loved it.
George and Jody's.
My dad's here.
Oh no, there's that much advance notice.
Well, in the second quarter of the 70, it's 5 minutes.
Dad's like...
Where do I go to?
Alright, I gotta see yours here.
The answer's in the Book of
Mail
Mormon.
come yet, David?
No, not till about
I need a little
3
more
maybe.
specific than that sometimes.
Well, maybe
We'll start with page 1 and end with page 500.
Should be, yeah.
I just didn't know which page, which verse.
Well, walk right by.
I'm going to have to... Some of the things in the book.
I was supposed to make a lot of good stuff.
Oh, Dave, hi.
I'm getting paid to do this,
I
so.
think you should have been in there.
And a fine job
My father wasn't in office, you know, I like to get after it. My dad was bodyguard at the time.
Oh, you're going to go dive in.
Stick our faces in the little spray thing.
Hello, guys. I just stuck it in there. Really sweat. Yeah, he's a fly dog. We know the truth.
You know, it's
You're digging on us. Where'd it go?
go get up next to this other
Good door.
Right over here.
Hey, Andre. Exactly, yeah. I'm getting money for this. Darrin and Andrea, you just got married. Now what are you going to do?
Going to Disneyland.
All right. Open up.
My name's Disney. What's yours?
Don't look like you're in so much pain I don't want to get it. I'm going to take that off. It's going to be big.
Oh, everyone's going down here.
Oh, great.
Hey, no.
Hey, how are you guys?
How are you, Dave?
Oh, it's pretty good. How about you?
Good.
All right. Oh, what are you doing?
I know I can write your twins. They both have
All right, save me a space there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you may have to, let's see.
my hair.
Bad
boy.
The focus is just right here.
Harry,
That's the line.
Stop, Cynthia.
I love that dress.
Hey,
Oh, that's the focus.
Been around a while.
I've got the line. The line is got
Very classic club.
Oh.
No, stop, hurry, Ken. Hold the back up there.
I'll take a picture of you.
Take a couple.
We need you to get a little more close. There you go.
One more thing to take care of now.
He's a big man.
Paying him for his time.
Okay, everybody just come on in and
Oh, geez, Cindy.
Don't get folks close. We're going to do one with the whole sorts of family, spouses, and children up here. All right, we are walking.
We're following the bride and groom.
Do you want me to take one of those? You're all waiting there? I'd rather put me in front. I'll take yours too. Oh, yeah.
I put her in charge. She needs to learn about responsibility.
Yeah. All right. Let's all go swimming at our house.
All right, I'm there. Don't fall in, Jen.
This really doesn't all hold hands. Oh, no! Wouldn't that be special? I'll hold hands.
That would be cool. But there probably wouldn't be enough room for everybody to...
See them? That's so cute.
Nuh-uh, we weren't that bad, were we? Oh,
I
no.
got him kissing.
He says we were.
When I had like
Extreme close-up. Here we go.
I can moon all of them.
Good.
Hi, Dave.
Just should I do the jeans approach?
We're not at your friend's wedding.
But it's funny.
What?
You love him, Dave. Are you guys
they doing more pictures? Do I have to go over there again?
No doubt. What is going on? Is there no organization to this?
Because Grandpa's got his own scheme of things, you know.
Oh, see, they never got that one picture snapped either.
Let's see how long it takes them to go.
There, they found you. They found you.
Oh, bummer. Bummer, I have to go.
They're all waving at you.
You should have followed Cindy over there.
Let's
That recorded, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
They're hugging again.
You weren't, okay. Okay, what?
Now where's everyone going? Oh, bad.
Kind of shady place out there back.
Extreme close up. Here we go. Oh.
Just press the button.
Oh, that's correct. That's great. Okay, great.
I'll let you over this way a little more into the place.
She's right. Well, it's going to be a procession.
Get in a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, that's good.
I thought he was smiling and
You've got expected to turn.
Okay.
I guess you guys weren't there before you moved.
Where do you think the best place? It's only 32 ways. Do you think they could have got that right?
I think so.
Excuse me, baking powder?
Charlie, go home and look at the videotape.
We're torturing him.
Hi, David! You need to be quiet, Ryan. Got it on camera. You got to share your shirt. Got married. Oh, man. Don't show your inside your hand.
Well, I think...
Congress League up. Yeah. They're taking it, Sarah and Leslie. Okay, so we're back.
Come on, Charles.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I would like to do. My feet.
Stream close up. You guys, is that on? You can take this.
Hello, Gene.
A what? You guys.
Sorry, get carried away.
It's really gratifying to have good friends and family members who can share an occasion like this with us. We appreciate all of you taking the time to be here. There are a couple of things that I think we should take note of before we begin. That is that Tim Donaldson is having a 11th birthday today. His birthday is getting sort of swallowed up in other family celebrations, so I think it's important to recognize that. Let's sing a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tim. Happy birthday to you. Darrin's brother David, who is our cameraman today, is also sort of on pins and needles today, expecting a mission call at any moment. It could come as early as today, we're not sure. Has all of us a little bit nervous. I think it's interesting to note that there are several alumni of the Monticello apartments. And that includes some of our family members, as well as Darrin and his roommates, Andrea, but Susie, for instance, and Scott lived in Monticello, and Kent lived in Monticello. And in fact, Kent and Scott, who are Darrin's uncles, lived in the very same apartment that Darrin lived in. So, interesting course of events. One other thing I wanted to say is that the Sorensen part of this gathering, which is Marty's family, there are 9 children in the Sorensen family, and this is the first time in 9 years that they've all been together today. So this is a notable occasion. Gary came the farthest, I guess, from Ohio. So it's nice to have all of them together today. And we're very happy to have Marge and Doug Donaldson and their family, and they've done some travel from California to be here, and we will hear from them. I'd just like to say that we're all really happy with the union of Darrin and Andrea, and feel that this is a particularly fortunate match. They've come together really well, and I think our family noticed it on the very first time that we met her. We fell in love with her instantly, and I had a strong impression the second time I met her that she was the one. I didn't tell Darrin that. I didn't dare. But we had a good feeling, and we've grown to love her even more as the months have gone on. We would like to today hear from Doug and then Marge Donaldson, and a few comments from each, and then we'd like to have a musical number by Stephanie Black and Kathy McConkie, who are mother and daughter. And Kathy is Darren's aunt, as we say in New England. And Stephanie is Darren's cousin as well as good friend. And they will be accompanied by Diana Hall, who is also his cousin and good friend. So, following their number on violin, then Marty and I will say a few things.
Andrea's hair stiff, and I'm going to remember something and relate it. Relax, I'm not going to do that. I think it's important that everybody have a little empathy for Andrea. If you look over at that table, you'll notice two of her brothers and two of her sisters. She has another brother sitting here, and another brother there, and then there's Andrea. As they say on Sesame Street, something just isn't the same. It's not easy growing up a redhead in a family of blondes. If Leslie borrowed Sarah's brush, who would know it? But if Andrea borrowed her brush, who wouldn't know it? Nobody on the block wouldn't know it. I can't tell you how many times somebody came with a piece of red hair about this long as evidence of something or other. Many, many times. Andrea is very dear to me because in spite of all that persecution that she took from all of us, she overcame it by making a conscious decision to be happy. And she is a very happy person. And I'm very pleased with the choice that Andrea has made. They're full of joy at this moment of being married, and they're carrying this joy forth with them. They're coming out of the temple, and I'm sure they're all full of zeal. They're going to go out and build the kingdom of God, but we all know the truth. She's going to get called into primary, and he's going to be called into the nursery. And then after a little bit, they're going to find a way to bring nursery and primary into their own home. And then it starts. They'll start having the real business of getting together and creating a family. And Andrea, and I'm sure Darrin too, can reflect that family time will take a little bit of the joy here and there out, and let's get real. Sometimes it's going to be tough. It'll be tough. What I'd like to do now is just bless Andrea and Darrin to have the experience at the end of 20 years that I had today as I sat in the temple. Looked at my wife and thought, just what a privilege it is. Through all the times that we went through, what a privilege it's been to have gone through the love that we have. And I hope you two develop that and have the opportunity to look at your own children in that setting and enjoy it. I just hope that you two have the happiness that you do.
We found that today's temple marriage, and this is the first time in 2.5 to 3 years since all 7 of our children were in the same place at the same time. And as a mother, that just pleases me so much because when the children begin to grow up and marry and go to college and move away, you don't know when the next time your family will be together. So I feel doubly blessed today. The other blessing, of course, in seeing our daughter Lola and being invited to the temple by a young man and his family. When Andrea would call us from time to time and let us know what was going on, and it would his name was coming up frequently, and how the last weekend was going out this way. My husband just had this little, does Darrin have a last name? Was told the name, and it kind of rang a bell, and he said, well, is his dad Dennis Linville? And he said, yes. So after we finished the conversations, I was able to go out to the bookcase and go through some indexes and some books, and found myself in the process of being able to investigate this family. We could read all about their thoughts on marriage. And then getting out here earlier this week, I was blessed to be in your home for a few days. We were up to my family life, and found that we can discuss politics and religion without a hitch. Very compatible go on those two issues, so I think everything else will work out as well. We are grateful for the Lithgow family raising the money to show them how to move everything. I feel especially blessed for this today. I want to share that with you.
As soon as we get ourselves in gear, I don't know if I can. Oh well, we'll never know if we're off. Yeah, just put on the one key. Is your key good? No. All right. Anyway, this is from Phantom of the Opera, All I Ask of You.
Which means that we didn't have an announcement in the paper for Darrin and Andrea's wedding, but I have a connection. And in last night's paper, if any of you had time to see it, there was a little reminiscent column about Darrin that I'd like to read. Last summer we saw our only daughter get married, and the experience was unforgettable. Tomorrow it is our oldest son. 2 weddings in less than a year. But we're happy because, like our daughter, he has selected wisely. A flaming redhead with enough energy and wit to match his. Besides, he's 25, a year younger than I was, so how can I complain? But just as I did when our daughter married, I feel the urge to reminisce. Darrin has a brain with the most positive dimensions of each of his parents, plus some extras thrown in. That means he's smarter than both of us and that he can do anything he wants in life. We could see it early. He was curious and highly verbal. He mastered puzzles and movable toys instantly. He developed an accelerated vocabulary when only a few months old, with perfect pronunciation. He was such a quick study that he put a huge poster of Albert Einstein on his bedroom wall. That is, when he finally got a bedroom. You know how it is with the oldest. He or she must always be the pioneer, the one you experiment on to learn how to raise kids, the one who is doomed to have the smallest number of amenities. When our house became too small for our number of children, he willingly moved to the basement where he drew sheets around his bed to create the illusion of a room. He liked it. In fact, when we finally built some rooms in the basement, he was unimpressed. Maybe that has something to do with his refusal to bow to peer pressure, designer labels, or flashy cars. We raised a son who is more frugal than we are. When he recently had his old Dodge Omni serviced and found it had several problems, he bought the items he needed separately and persuaded his mechanically astute roommate to install them for free. I figured it saved me $200, he said. Although a whiz in computer science, he decided late in his college career that it was not nearly as interesting as journalism, even if he would never be rich. So now, on the eve of his marriage, he is a new college graduate with a double major in journalism and computer science. As a child, he never did anything for the first time until he could do it immediately. He thought crawling was beneath him and waited until he could walk, perfectly with the first step. Then, when he went out to play with other kids, he walked across our huge lawn at U of U married student housing without once looking back. He's never looked back since. He decides what he wants to do, then does it, never considering the possibility of failure. That was his style when he got on the plane to go to college, as well as later when he went to South Africa. It was the same when he began looking for permanent employment. He sent out a number of resumes, had some interviews, and accepted a job in California as a medical writer. That will be different from the freewheeling satire he is so gifted at writing, but he's not worried. He's just as assured about the vibrant young woman he is about to marry. She is right for him. He knows it, so he's approaching his marriage with typical confidence and optimism. But he also has a crazy Saturday Night Live personality that will keep him from taking himself too seriously. Fortunately, so does she.
Jonas and I are both more comfortable writing, so I wrote mine down also. Adding grown-up children to our family is great. I never liked being pregnant, and I said often that I would have had more children if I didn't have to go through pregnancy together. We talked laughingly of adoption, but daughters and sons-in-law are even better than adoption. No late-night bottles, no doctor visits, no toilet training. Just beautiful grown-up people who seem at times to like you even better than your own children do. Of course, there are certain things we've missed in Preston's, our son-in-law, and Andrew's life that we got to enjoy with our own children. Like the sight of Darrin at 2 hugging another 2-year-old friend, playing with big trucks in the sandbox, celebrating his birthday with chocolate frosting all over his face, and saying, "Phew, we made it," when we returned safely home, map in hand, from another trip on the wild roads of Massachusetts. Like Darrin going off to his first day of school with his friend Karen, excited and ready to learn. Learning that didn't stop when he got home with 100 invented projects to keep his mind active. Bug collections, bottle cap collections, baseball card collections, reading every dinosaur book he could get his hands on, reading every Hardy Boys book, vowing to become an Eagle Scout by age 14. Like Darrin, so cool when he got baptized, passed the sacrament for the first time, went off to his first scout camp, won 3 school spelling bees in a row, moderated the school play. Like Darrin, playing Little League baseball and church basketball so well, and watching the Celtics or Red Sox with wild enthusiasm. Like the sound of Darrin's laughter so loud it could be heard all over the house. Like Darrin finally getting his Eagle Scout at the last minute, acting and singing in his high school play, The Pirates of Penzance, writing computer programs that his high school teacher said were the best he'd ever seen, graduating from high school in a tie for first in his class, getting a 4-year scholarship to BYU, and acceptance at Stanford that he had to choose between. Like Darrin, with the eyes of our whole Catholic town on him, the high school's pride and joy, leaving his schooling to go off to serve a mission in South Africa, something few of his friends understood either from an academic or political perspective. Like Darrin, graduating from BYU with a double major and a near-perfect GPA. Like Darrin confiding to us one time when the pressure to get married was heavy from all sides. Is it too much to ask that a girl be interested in me, wants to know more about me, and then, having Andrea the very first time we met her, asked to see Darrin's baby pictures. And that's where their lives and ours came together. We've loved Andrea ever since, and knew she could win and keep Darrin's heart. Now we have another lovely daughter in our family, and a son who is made even better by knowing her. We're sorry that they'll be moving so far away from us, but we have no doubt that they will be happy together. So we are happy, even though we're shedding a few tears. They're mostly tears of happiness and remembering and looking forward to many more happy years ahead.
Thank you, that's it.
My wife Ann.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Happy for you.
Boy,
These are my parents.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, our dentist and good friend. How great to have a
Official photographer.
Yep.
We were up
We've just been out planting trees in our backyard trying to get it ready.
We have a wedding coming up soon at their house too, so.
Yeah, I gotta see your backyard.
Take a house.
They want to see the back. We're just on our way to Little America for a...
Okay, all right, we'll come this way. Have a nice evening.
Thanks.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you? A little pre-reception.
What do you want us to do?
Amy, there's three. Amy! You're holding it, so I couldn't grab it.
You know what though, these cups, it's like very
Hello, Ryan.
plastic plates.
Can't hold it with two hands.
Yeah, but
Straight.
probably should hold the cup.
You weren't holding it straight.
Everything looks great. I'm very happy.
That's good.
Now that one only has 2 pieces of fruit on it. We're trying to go for 4 pieces of fruit. Okay? So check them kind of as fruit. If they don't have 4 pieces of fruit.
Uh-oh. Let's switch.
Boy, you smile money, huh?
So it's your favorite.
Thanks, Dennis.
That's
for letting us
right.
come around.
For you, I
Screen close up.
Oh, there you go.
In second.
Your kids are gonna
Yeah, can you say hi to Dave?
Hi, Todd.
Did it come?
Remember me? Nope, not today.
Oh,
Next
dear.
Friday, maybe.
Friday.
Todd, what's the matter? You're looking shy today, Todd.
Hey, Todd.
Gift man.
Shake Spencer's hand. How are you doing?
There's my name right there.
Hello.
Gonna be shy?
It's more early people.
More early people, huh? Where do you want us early people to go?
In the garage.
Get out.
The garage will be good.
Enough fruits to do 4 pieces.
Anywhere you want, Scott.
Quantities agreed. There either has to be 2 strawberries or 2 apples.
Oh, we're getting some more.
There's more fruit in the...
We better assemble line.
Okay. We need ice.
Maybe.
Nice job, Sarah. Good, you handled that really well.
This is for real. Okay. Go. One.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, I didn't sit here and I win.
No, I was talking about Sarah, her return. Sarah's return was beautiful.
Oh. You.
I need to go through the line.
That's great.
How do you do? I'm Marty Lithgow, the mother of the groom.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Dennis Lithgow, the father of the groom. And you are?
No relation, no comment.
Hi, I'm Dick Lawson, father of the bride.
Hey, nice to meet you. Oh, you blew my cover. Who are you?
I'm wondering, that's right.
Hi, nice to meet you. And you are?
Leslie.
Leslie who?
Donaldson, her sister.
And what are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm her bridesmaid.
Alright.
Right here. I'm Sarah, her sister.
Alright, and what are you doing here?
That's your
What are
bride.
you doing here? I'm a bridesmaid.
Alright.
Hi,
Who are you?
Brian Black. I'm the good or better man, best man.
Alright. Nice to meet you. Hey, here you go. See ya. Hey, what?
I haven't gone through the line.
Oh, good. Hi, I'm the cousin of the groom. Oh, good. Nice to meet you. I'm the mother of the groom.
Oh, you've been through?
I always have people like you.
Oh, all right.
Go through again.
Go through again?
Yeah. Oh, the phone.
Okay.
Look at it.
Hello?
Yeah, just it's for you, big guy.
Husband died, the wife of Carmen died.
Probably pretty young, that's Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
There's that roving photographer.
Whatever.
Say hi to the camera. Say hi, Dave.
Hi, Todd.
Say, here I am at Kelly's wedding. Not Kelly's wedding. Darren's wedding. Here I am at Dave's wedding. Dave's wedding. Somebody's baking on that. I can't believe you're sending this big adult Mary Kelly's.
Come on, Joey. Turn around there. Look, you guys. Hey, how are you?
How are you doing?
Oh, just fine. Yeah.
Everyone's taking plates from food from this.
Look, we got him again in the act.
Not hard to do.
Well, what they need to do is...
It's Laura Homer and her fiance. Here we go. Laura, how are you guys? Laura and Dave.
Hi, two. On Sunday.
Hello.
Your mom said to notice the backyard. We're using the same flowers from the dance party, you know, out there and everything, so she wants you to look and see what I never got here.
Really simple. So simple.
You can't play that. There are still videos out there. Probably everybody.
First word. Hey, maybe we'll go to the radio. You're in the club first word. Oh, wow.
We live in the same word. So where are you going to school?
I'm done.
I know.
I need to get behind the lines.
Our longtime friend from Massachusetts. Kim Markale Parner and her husband Mike. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Doug and Marge Donaldson.
What was your name? Marge Donaldson. Marge?
Right.
Remember me?
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Congratulations.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I better get some good ones now.
Whatever you want.
Congratulations. Everything working out? Well,
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. That's why.
I'm
Nice to meet you with that group.
I might have.
What's this guy doing back here?
He's
Busy, isn't he?
Shake hands. He's a keeping time.
Nice to meet you.
Brian Black used to be.
We good? How are you, Kim?
Oh, okay. He's doing a lot better now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Used to be his friend.
I'm sure a couple of years, he'll still be your friend.
Is Kelly here?
She's in the kitchen.
Through that way.
Oh, thank you.
Man, I want to see you. Hey, I wanted to ask you this question. What are you doing? He's in Gosh, dude. I remember everything you don't even know?
No. We're actually not related to anybody named Dodie. My dad was the only boy. There's also one peanut and one mint for each of you.
We'll see you outside.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
All right.
Bet. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Looking bigger, stronger, tougher.
Hey, get out of the way.
I'll send you some.
And you shake the camera. Get your pulse.
There we go.
Hello there.
It's the Bill.
How are you?
There we go. Come on.
Hey, it's you again.
Yeah, nice to see you. I'm tired of you. Come on.
Somewhere in the Canary Islands. Where you fly into the airport.
Well, that we did. Get there and then great rock, great
Yeah, right.
Hey, Doogie. Doogie. Hey. Hey. Doogie.
His mouth.
Open up. Excuse me, buddy. Alright, go. Sure, whatever, man.
You shooting at?
Oh, good.
Down below. Oh, there we are.
Stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go down there.
Hey. Oh, wait, there's Tom. What am I thinking? Matt, they look the same. They look exactly the same. He's got a tux on.
You have a neighbor named Marcus Williams?
Uh-huh.
From the high school.
I need to ask you a question. Did you see where Darren parked the car?
where'd you get that?
Yes, I
Where
did.
is it?
I can't
Is it
tell
on
you.
Bengal?
It's somewhere
Or in like Willowcrest Circle?
It's somewhere within a
I
mile
can't
of
tell
here.
you.
No, you
Yeah,
have
it is
to.
within a mile of here.
Because I heard from a reliable source that you saw them.
I did see them. Oh, I thought, what the heck are they doing?
Because they were behind us on the way back from the wedding breakfast
He wants to know where the car
as we turned into our street, so I know it's at least like past Tishan.
Give me their getaway.
Okay, good guess.
Do I dare tell?
No, I don't
Okay.
think you do.
Okay.
There's a sign that says
Crossing over the part of the yard that wasn't kept up. You want to leave? Sure.
Whoa. Hi, camera.
Yes. Had this little boy here come over and I don't think that age. I don't have any teeth.
Put a ham. She's right in the middle of it, right?
Well, I'm going to say something important, like stop filming, so forget it.
You still say it.
No, it's too late. I can't think of anything. I'll get back to you.
How are you guys?
Good. How you doing? You?
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good. Alright, let's make a run, Amy. Start just mono, just go. Run your fingers through your hair. Wiggle your booty. Alright. Yep.
And food. Ah, they got you doing all this stuff, huh?
She is the mad one.
I gotcha.
Make a statement for the press, dear.
Up close. Thank you.
Boy, have you got enough tape for all of us? Okay.
Are you guys manning the door for me?
Oh yeah.
Manning the... Spence,
Come over here.
You wanted
Do
to
your
take
job.
this over, it seems.
No?
Uh-huh.
Do your job, Stephanie.
You'd like it.
What? What? Not? So, you're gonna be...
No, that's a long time.
Time is the biggest.
I think the bill might look good. What do you think? Swing with the bill? Print it out and see what it looks like on the screen.
S-W-S-H-W. Ignore the capitals.
I never played this before. I could have won it.
Just anyone sitting outside.
Your lung, your chimney keep blithely smoking till you're old enough to die. And you always be as happy as we wish you to be. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning when the sun is shining bright. At 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock in the good old summertime. But when the snow is snowing, the sun is murky out there. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning, but it's nicer to lie in the bed. That was a lovely tribute to your dad.
Oh, thank you.
That was good.
That was wonderful.
Well, I can whistle for you guys. Shall I whistle?
William McDonald's he wrote a piece about that.
No, I have a friend named Claudia.
Was that right? Just like you.
I think
How are you tonight?
Pretty good.
Good to see you. How come you get the duty of this when you ought to be standing in there like reading all the people? Such a deal, huh? Which way do we go for the goodies?
The bird's right behind me.
Right behind you. Good.
Dave, right?
My longtime friend and
We got a little 11-year-old girl that's herself. She wanted to have a girlfriend and stay over at the girl
There's Kelly. There's Preston.
At us.
You're making me nervous.
Okay, don't film me.
There he is. Whoa. Looky there and there. Whoa. Oh. There's myself. Extreme close up. I did an extreme close-up. Close up my face, but not. Okay, that was Tim.
What's your name again, guys?
Spencer.
Sit down, Spencer.
Hey, I'm videoing. Boston Celtics. Yeah. This is like the really remember. And you will end right here.
Come on, get more. Here's more.
Extreme close-up.
Safekeeping's in that pile.
Oh,
Come over here. It's a lot.
Okay. They're leaving.
We get a lot of money. How can you guys?
Wait, sit down, sit back down. Why? Because I want to do something. Okay, go sit down. Okay. Extreme close-up! Oh.
You can put the table outside.
Okay. Back to normal.
Line's over, huh?
Why?
No more lines, Benty Wood?
I'm gonna stop the tape right here for a second now, okay?
Why? Okay.
Okay, buddy.
It works. Okay, a wedge. Alright, now scoop underneath the thing.
Can I get a plate?
Okay. There you go. Whoa! That is really healthy. Okay. We'll cut it in half. Easy. Okay. This piece.